Alright, and so as you see, I am once again not home. So just to get used to me not being home for quite some time, I am again in Naples, and I just had rehearsal and I'm back from dinner, and I am wanting to go somewhere and do something, but the problem is I don't know where to go or what to do. It's roughly 5:46 on a Saturday, and I'm not a night person. I can stay up mondo but late. Like I will stay up late. Is like if my husband's not around in general, and I'm home, I will sometimes stay up till 2, like sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning, because I just let my insomnia just take my life, and I will just be up till the break of dawn. But when I am away, generally, because all throughout my 20s while I was away, the only thing I ever did when I went away was go to anime conventions. So now that I have to be out of my home and it's not an anime convention, my brain doesn't know what to do with itself when it's in a hotel room. It's like, if I wanted, like, oh, I could go see, oh, I can't go see nothing because I'm not at a goddamn anime convention. So I have to get used to not being at an anime con and being in a hotel room, which is just such a bizarre juxtaposition for me. So I don't know what to do. I was thinking about going to some spot called the Blue Martini, but I can't exactly drink. Ever since I lost 100 pounds, I've just become this mega lightweight. I've always been a lightweight. I've always forever been a lightweight when it comes to drinking. But now I look at an alcoholic beverage and I'm like stumbling all over the place. So I don't know. It's like a part of my brain is like, let's go to the Blue Martini. Let's go do that because it's like way up the block. It's where the whole check I went to yesterday was. But there's another side of my brain that's like, no, this bed is nice. They made this bed. It's comfortable. Let's just lay in this bed all day. So tomorrow I'm vacillating on if I want to go to the zoo. So I might just laze my ass around and then go to the zoo because I have rehearsal again on Monday. So I don't know. I need something to do. So I did this vlog for something to do because I don't have anything to do and I'm bored out of my mind. And like, I know people, like I've met some people in the chorus, but like no one's trying to hang out after rehearsal, which is like, oh, hang out and like do stuff and sing maybe. Like I keep singing this one part, the one part in this opera that I really love. Although at the restaurant I had the other part that I'm kind of like alright with, playing in my head, and I'm like trying to sing that on the quiet in the middle of a busy restaurant. But I don't know. I need something to do, and I'm bored, and I don't know what to do with my life. So I figured I would do this. I could turn this into a video game vlog, but that was like 3 minutes of interlude, and I don't know if I necessarily feel like doing a video game vlog currently. That's kind of something I like to do when I'm home because I'm more comfortable and I can get like super animated. I'm not really one to be getting super animated or just, some nonsense like when I'm not home. So I don't know. Help me and Mr. Moo, because we need some help. But other than that, I went to the beach yesterday. That was real nice. Let me talk about that real quick. So, Naples, if you aren't familiar with Southwest Florida, is a very, very, very wealthy area. And where the beach is where the ritziest of the ritzy live. So, I'm driving around. Like, first of all, let me just throw out my GPS lately has been on fucking roofies or like on crank. My GPS in my car has turned into a raging drug addict because she never knows where the fuck she's going anymore, and I don't know what is happening with her. But lately, for the last, I'd say since the summer, she's been leading me on these random goose chases down these wrong ass streets, and I'm just like, GPS, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I wanted to go to the beach yesterday. And I put in, because on the GPS, you can type in like beach and it'll lead you to a beach. I didn't know what beach I was trying to go to. I just knew if it had sand and water crashing up against it, I would be happy. So basically, I put in this place. I'm like, it said, I can't even remember what it said, but she leads me astray because whatever she had listed was an actual apartment complex. They were like, no turnarounds. Do not come in here if you're not a resident, and lottie fucking die. And I'm just like, once again, GPS, you are leading me down the road to hell and beyond. So basically, I had to not turn in where they told me no turn ins and don't come down here if you're not a resident of whatever this complex, this apartment or condominium complex was. I had to turn outside of there and pray nobody saw my ass, because I don't know, somebody gonna come out with a shotgun. You don't belong here, clack clack. So I had to do that. Then I turned down the street I was already going down, and then the houses are getting more and more fancy. Like the further down this road, golf something road, the further down golf whatever the hell road it goes, the fucking fancier the houses are getting. I mean, like I told my mom, these were $1,000,000 houses I was looking at. They were gorgeous. They were the houses of my dreams. So I'm like looking at these houses like, I don't fucking belong down this block. What the hell is happening? I don't have my GPS on anymore because my GPS is just she is a drug addict. I don't know what drugs she's taking, but she has lately been more wrong than right. So even when I listen to her to go to rehearsal now, I kind of figured out how to get to rehearsal without her, because she'll lead me. She'll be telling me to make U-turns that don't make any sense. So I'm not listening to my GPS at this point. And I'm like, I see like these little inlets, like for parking, for cars to park, and then like you can park here, but they're all next to these really fancy houses, and I'm just like, I don't know about this. This might be somebody's private ass beach, and I don't want to be getting yelled at for going to somebody's private fucking beach and then be sad. So finally, I turned down one of these little like inlets, or these little, it's like a tiny little cul-de-sac with parking. It's actual public parking, and I don't know, it was a public parking space. I parked in the space. This chick gets out of a car, like runs in front of me to the parking, because you have to pay at this machine. She runs, like, if she sees me, and like beelines it for the thing, like this was like not gonna be like, there was no parking tickets going around. And she can't work the machine for nothing. She like tried to work the machine. She's a foreigner too. Not that there's anything wrong with being a foreigner, but she was some stupid damn foreigner and didn't know how to work the machine. She's like, it doesn't work, or whatever language she was talking to her husband or whatever he was. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And then she blinks off all like whatever, and I'm just like, you are a special brand of fucking moron. So I hit the thing, and of course it works for me because I actually know what I'm doing. Surprise, surprise. And I pay for my parking, and I walk on the beach for a little bit, and it was really nice. But again, I'm feeling awkward because this beach is in the middle of a very classy residential area, and I'm like, okay, let me get the fuck out of here because I don't even know. So at least with that parking thing, they give you, like, if you put your phone number in, it'll give you a text to let you know that your parking is almost up and you better either add more time or get your shit together. So I go and I could get out my spot because the parking, I was there for like maybe about 15 minutes because I didn't have the presence of mind to like bring beach chairs, a beach towel. When I come down to be a semi-permanent resident at the last week of the month, I'll probably bring like a beach towel and maybe like some kind of umbrella or something. I don't know. But then again, it'll be December. But sometimes it's warm in December here, sometimes it's not. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. But after that, I went to Naples Pier and I paid for parking over there, and then found out like the $2 that I always have in my bank account got used up by the previous parking spot. So now my bank account is sad and dead. So I have to use a credit card to pay for parking over there, and I walk on the pier. So that was really nice. And then I was going to go to dinner over there, but then like the place I was going to go to dinner, they wanted like, I think I wanted something basic, like a salad or something. They wanted $18 for a salad. I'm like, the fuck? No. So I leave, and then I do not remember where I went to. Oh, that's how I ended up at Whole Check yesterday. So I ended up going to Whole Check and got like some Chinese food and some other stuff, like and like a sandwich or something and some cookies, because sweets are still my vice. So that was what I did yesterday, and the beach was nice. It was the quietest beach I'd ever been on in my life. It had people. I was like, is anybody on this hoe? Cause like it was quiet. It was like you could hear a pin drop on the beach in the sand, and you could hear it because it was real quiet. I've never been on a quiet beach like that in my life. My favorite place, one of my Tokyo, Japan is actually my favorite place on earth. My with a close second being Tarpon Springs. This is a solid third. Actually, this might overtake Tarpon Springs, depending. But Tarpon Springs, I go to that beach fairly often when I don't have to drive here every week, which is not going to be for a long time. But I'm not going to see Tarpon Springs for a while. But I love going to Tarpon Springs. That beach is never quiet. It could be like 4 people on there, and it's always somebody in there playing loud ruckus music or people talking yap on the beach, and it's loud. This was the first beach I'd ever been on in my life. It was dead quiet. You could hear the birds, you could hear the waves, it was just quiet. I've never been on a beach like that. So it was nice. So man, but I'm saying though, that chick with that she's a special brand of fucking moron. I hate that lady too. And I know that's a strong word, but how you just gonna jump in front of something? Like she ran, literally beelined out the car, ran to the machine, and like basically cock blocked me from the machine. And I just was like, okay, girlfriend, this must mean a whole lot to you, because it don't mean that much to me. And I just waited for her to be stupid, and she proved to be absolutely moronic. And I was like, so this idiot born, and they're always usually in my face. And lastly, in my tales of travel, this is not a good story. This is not a nice story, but I had to share it because it still appalls me. I told my mom. My mom was like, you should have got angry. And I was like, I can't get angry because I'm still appalled by it. So the hotel I'm at is kind of like a motel, but it's nice. I'm not going to say it's trashy. It's really, really nice, and I kind of like it. So it's quiet. It's not a lot of like insanity going on, and it's in a good area. I'm probably about 15 minutes away from rehearsal, and I am literally up the block from where where the performances will be taking place. So I'm closer to where the performances will be than where rehearsal is. So that'll come in handy toward the end of next month or the end of this month and during the performances. However, as I'm first arriving here, because this is the first time I've been to this place, I'm first arriving, I check-in went great, like there was no problems, and I come out to go start bringing my stuff over to get in the room, and I see this dude in this blue Cherokee looking at me, and he like smiles and goes, hi, and I was like, and me being polite, I'm just a polite person, I don't want to like, seem like I'm conceited or anything. I go, hi. So he's getting ready to leave and go out the other way, but then he turns his car toward me, and I'm like, oh, here we fucking go. And he's like, hi, and I'm like, hello. And he's like, you're very pretty, and I'm like, thank you. And he's like, do you have any availability right now? And Dippy me at first is like, what does he mean? Like, what does he mean by availability? And then sensible Achan comes in and is like, you know what the fuck he means about that. And I was like, oh my God, no. I know he don't think I am, as they used to say back in the day, on the stroller. Nope. So I'm like, I'm married, I'm a musician, and I'm not a prostitute. He's like, you're not? Fucking really? No, ho, I am not. I'm not a hoe myself. You might be the hoe, but not me. So yeah, that fucking actually happened to me, and I'm still kind of appalled by it. My mom was like, you should have got angry. And I was like, I can't get angry because I'm just appalled that somebody with it. And it wasn't even like what I had on Granted, it's a new dress that I just bought. It's got a deep ass V-neck and like an open back. But I have the bra that I have on currently is the bra I had on underneath it because I can't walk around without a bra on. I don't feel right walking around with my boobs hanging out. It's just not something I'm supposed to be doing. But granted, but it looks like kind of a slutty, like one of my Lolita dresses, but real kind of slutty. But it's still tasteful. Let me show it to you real quick. Alright, I'm not going to put it on because I don't feel like putting it on, but this is my dress that I had on when I arrived. This is the front, and that's the back. Yes, it's open. It's a lot going on here, but when it's on, it's really, really understated, and not, like, I look, like I said, it looks like a slutty Lolita dress, but not, like horror-tastic. Not enough for somebody to be like, are you a prostitute? My life, I swear. Let me go hang my dress back up. I'll be right back. The long and the short of it is, I am available to talk about anime. Sorta. Depending on what the anime is. Like, 90s anime, I might be able to hold a conversation. Anything after 2002, I don't know. Like, don't come to me with some fucking Naruto or Boruto or whatever the fuck they're calling it these days. Don't talk to me about that stuff. I can talk to you about video games, especially horror games. You want to talk about Albert Wesker, we can sit and chat all day, night, and any time in between, and I can talk about Wesker. You want to talk about Mozart? I am your girl. You want to talk about opera, sort of? I am also your girl. You want to pay to... No, that's not my shtick. And that's not to say I'm judging people that's how they make their living. Everybody has to make money some kind of way. If that's the only way you feel like you can make money, you get no judgment from me. But that's just not what my life is about. So for the fact that this asshole thought that was where it was going was no. And when I think about it, that dude looked like the kind of person that would pay for sex. So just no. But I mean, and yes, that's judgy on my part, but I'm saying no, not me. So, I can't get mad because I'm too appalled to be angry. So, my life on the road. So that is all I have, and I will see y'all at some point because I don't know. So,